Down the stretch and get to the wire first, and certainly they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Bowling Green Falcons, taking on a team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will start this game off with the football. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
Dropping back, it's Moss. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now, he is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
The play action fake. Caught over the middle. It's Lacey. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Collins. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Lacey. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get in the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Motion from the wideout. Give to Brown. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Cardinals back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Behind the chains now on second and long. He uncorks one deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
How about That first drive by the offense, usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that looked like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and bring it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Bowling Green's offense will have its first possession of the game. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how's this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down.
Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The running back has it. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Falcons can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Bowling Green made the bold move of turning to star of field, stage, and sideline Eddie George as the new head coach. And Falcon fans have to be thrilled after the run he put up at Tennessee State.
Yeah, listen, this guy's an icon in the state of Ohio after what he did winning a Heisman Trophy at Ohio State. And after what he built down at Tennessee State, there's a lot of reason for optimism, I think. This guy, this isn't just show, David. I think this guy has a lot of substance to him. I expect them to be pretty good.
Well, and I think that's the cool thing. He's already gone and done it, right? Like, he's a big name, Eddie George, especially like you mentioned in the state of Ohio, but being able to go now with coaching experience. You know, he started to build that program and started to win down the stretch. He learned how to be a head coach. Excited to see his next steps.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He'll sneak it. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man, it's Pine. With the catch, it's Middleton. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Fires to the big fella. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
Next time the game is 7.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Back to throw, it's Moss. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the right. All by himself. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown Cardinals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off play action on 1st down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Pine. Trying to set up the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Third down coming up after the completion. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls in the deep ball. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Garcia. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Falcons have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Middleton. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Hogan. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And now a chance to pull even 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to blast their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Trying to bull his way in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bowling Green.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man downfield. Tons of room in the middle. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw, it's Pine. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Falcons come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's McMillan. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Going to sling it on second down. Fires to the tight end. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. That's reeled in. It's Ridley. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
And the Cardinals will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. He'll pull it on the read. Short gain on the play before he slides. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to pass, it's Pine. Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
The Falcons send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville!
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6.
Set to kick this one away.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Makes the catch. It's Middleton. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Back to throw, it's Pine. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves, and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Makes the grab. It's Garcia. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
The Falcons will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Lacey. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shuck did some really good things for Louisville's offense a season ago. So for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career and do it at Louisville.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go right back to the run. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the back. Spins away from the defense. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
The Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. On the move. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
He's got it on the run. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. To the air, it's Pine. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Turning it on. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
And the Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's McMillan. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's McMillan. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Falcons started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. With the run on 1st and goal. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Touchdown, BG! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Pine. Grabs it in the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Hogan. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Now on first down from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
It's caught downfield. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They want to throw it. Touchdown, Falcons! Fired in from the red zone for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.